System online. Accessing classified archives. Welcome to Terminal Unsolved. File initiated. At 2 in the morning, the shortwave band is almost empty. Static rises. A distant station fades. Then a voice appears, calm, precise, and reading numbers in groups of 5. Sometimes a music box melody plays first. Sometimes a call sign repeats. When the final group ends, the frequency goes silent. No country, no explanation, no name. Anyone with a receiver can hear it, but somewhere beneath that signal, one hidden listener may be copying every digit by hand. These broadcasts became known as number stations. Listeners gave them names like Swedish Rhapsody, the Lincolnshire Poacher, and the Englishman. The names were unofficial. The voices never introduced themselves. Why would an intelligence service broadcast a secret to the entire world? Because shortwave can cross borders without local internet, telephone lines, or satellites. Under the right conditions, the ionosphere carries a signal hundreds or thousands of kilometers. The receiver never has to answer. No login appears. No account connects the listener to the message. One transmitter can reach an entire region while hiding the person it was meant to reach. The encryption completes the trap. A one-time pad gives the sender and receiver matching random keys. The sender turns an instruction into meaningless number groups. The recipient reverses the process with the matching page, then destroys it. When the pad is truly random, secret, and used only once, recording every digit still does not reveal the message. The signal is public. The key is private. Official espionage cases prove the method was real. Ana Belén Montes was a senior analyst at the United States Defense Intelligence Agency. The FBI says Cuban intelligence sent her coded instructions through shortwave radio. She pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit espionage and received 25 years in prison. Walter and Gwendolyn Myers served Cuban intelligence while Walter worked at the State Department. Investigators recovered a shortwave radio from their apartment. Walter decoded encrypted broadcasts with supplied software. Both pleaded guilty. In 2010, he received life in prison. The mystery was no longer whether spies had used coded shortwave. The mystery was which unexplained voices belonged to real operations and what they ordered. Then a declassified procedure surfaced. In 2014, a specialist monitoring publication translated a 1975 Polish intelligence document. The translation carried uncertainty, but its title was unmistakable: One-way radio communication from Central to an agent. It described a music box tuning signal, changing 5-digit hailing groups, repeated message groups, headphones, battery power, and rules against listening in public or recording the transmission. The strongest clue was procedure. The ritual heard by radio monitors matched instructions written for a hidden agent. Civilian listeners still catalog frequencies, schedules, voices, mistakes, and digital bursts. They may predict when a station will appear without learning a single word of its message. A nickname cannot prove ownership, and some strange signals are tests, military networks, pirates, or imitations. Modern agencies have encrypted apps and digital dead drops. Shortwave remains brutally simple. A cheap receiver, no reply, and a properly protected message that faster computers alone cannot unlock. So the voice returns, a call sign repeats, 5 digits follow, recorders switch on across the world. Perhaps the intended listener disappeared years ago. Perhaps it is routine traffic. Or perhaps one person is waiting with the only page that can turn those numbers into an order. Everyone can hear the message. Only one person may know what happens next. File status unresolved. Subscribe to decrypt more classified mysteries. End of file. System entering standby mode.